Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I'm bringing to you another installment of my top 5 series, and today we're talking about the top 5 brands I want to try in the beauty realm. This would be a fun topic of discussion because some of these are probably surprising. I am a bougie girl by nature, but I didn't go too bougie with this one. But there's just some kind of like random brands for random reasons that I'm really interested in trying. Allegedly in 2020, but who knows given the current state of the world. Currently I'm not ordering anything, but you know, we'll see. So the first brand is Sydney Grace, and this is because I talked about earlier in the year I would actually really like to build a small collection of eyeshadow singles, specifically like really special shadows, special duochromes, things like that. And I'm going to be popping up pictures on the screen over here during the video of like specific products that I'm interested in from these brands. So from Sydney Grace, one, I really want to try more from more indie brands as well as they have some really fantastic shadows. I do think that their palettes are absolutely stunning. However, I do feel like some of the shades would be repetitive to my collection, so I think I would just order a handful of singles from Sydney Grace. Second is another company from which I would love to order some single shadows, and that is Give Me Glow Cosmetics. And they're like very special glittery singles. I mean, they're like putty. They're like, oh, Hannalee's posting. It's all her fault. She has a couple singles from Give Me Glow, and I would love to get those specific ones. But otherwise, I mean, they have a phenomenal selection of really special, unique shadows on their website. I mean, if you just want to drool for a minute, go ahead and go over to Sydney Grace or Give Me Glow Cosmetics online. I also tend not to order from direct sale websites all that often. I do wish these brands were somewhere like Ulta, but for the specialness of these eyeshadows, I'm actually really keen to try these this year and may start using some of my beauty budget to do that. So the third brand that I would really love to try this year would be Besame Cosmetics, and this is because of their vintage vibes. Some of you may know that I am completely in love with anything vintage. I recently did a 1940s inspired makeup look, so I'll leave that linked in the description box for you below. But I like anything that feels vintage, especially vintage packaging, vintage types of products. I've heard their cake mascara is not very good, otherwise I probably would try that. But the one thing I love about Besame Cosmetics is their lipsticks. I've not tried any, but what I think is absolutely so cool is that each lipstick in their array has a story. Like they have one called Victory Red, and it's related to one of the world wars, and it was created during that time for a specific reason. And all of the lipstick shades have a story, and on their website you can read those stories and why they, you know, created each shade that they have in the line. So I just think that's really cool. I'm a huge history buff. That's just how I was raised. My dad passed on a love of history to both my siblings and I, and so I just love stuff like that. Even with my Charlotte Tilbury Glowing Gin lipstick, which was named for Jennifer Aniston, I was intrigued, even though my daughter picked this out for me because she's a huge Friends fan. I love that it was named for Jen. I love that there's one for Audrey Hepburn. I love that there is one for J.K. Rowling. So that kind of thing really, really speaks to me. Number 4, here comes the bougie girl. I'll spare you the profanity, but you get the idea. Number 4 is Guerlain, and there's a couple of products that really call to me from this brand. Of course, their little meteorite, their little balls in this very beautiful packaging, this metal packaging, and it's a finishing powder, and I happen to love products like that. For example, the Hourglass finishing powders. So that's something I think would be really just fun to try. I'm also really curious how they smell, because there's actually a fragrance that you can purchase that is sort of inspired by the smell of the meteorite powder ball thingies. So that's one. But the other thing I thought was really cool is they do have custom lipsticks. I didn't write down the exact name, but of course I'll have them on the screen. But they're custom lipsticks where you can first pick your shade and then you can pick the case, like the encasing of the lipstick, and then that's what you will purchase. And surprisingly, and this is not a small amount of money, that is not my point, but these are $33, and I believe Charlotte's lipsticks are like $36. So I don't know, that just kind of struck me as interesting that Guerlain would have a product that's cheaper than Charlotte Tilbury. So that's definitely on my wish list. I think that's really beautiful. They're really unique. Like, they're not like Charlotte Tilbury. They're not like the Charlotte Tilbury in that they look like a regular bullet lipstick. They have like this very sleek, sort of oddly shaped packaging, and I think that is just so cool, so bougie, and you know, both of these things would be a luxury experience, which is what I'm looking for when I purchase luxury products. Last but not least, a semi-affordable brand. Affordable, I use that term loosely, but it comes from Ulta, and it is drugstore prices, and that is Holika. Overall, I'm really keen to try some Korean makeup this year. I've been, you know, sort of browsing around on the YesStyle app because they have a ton of K-beauty on there. But also, I just have been hearing really good things about the brand. Specifically, I would like to try one of their cream blush, or they even have like a liquid blush now that's kind of similar to the idea of the Cosmetics liquid blush milk thingies. So I don't know, and they're, like I said, they're fairly affordable, but most of their products are in the $6 to $12 mark, and I think that's really fair. I might use my points at Ulta to pick up a couple of those items to try. Lord knows I don't need any more blush, cream, or other liquid or otherwise, but I just want to try it. That's part of my platform here on YouTube. I don't buy all the new releases. In fact, I rarely do these days, but I do still like to try things and review things for you on my channel, especially when they're affordable. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to have this quick little top 5 moment with you guys. I'm a little out of sorts today, and I won't get into it. It's been an emotional morning in my personal life, but I still wanted to bring to you this video. It's just not a regular day for me if I'm not putting on makeup and, you know, hopefully getting on camera to talk to you guys, because it's one of the things that I do that is actually self-care for myself, is creating YouTube videos, not only for you guys, but also for myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below any brands that you're looking to try this year. Have you tried any of the ones that I mentioned today? Do you think I should go for it? Is there any warnings to, you know, anybody about things we should not pick up from these brands if you've tried them? Leave it all in the comments below. I love talking to you guys down there, and I love when we can start a conversation between, you know, several of you guys and myself, and just really talk about some makeup, which is what I need right now with the current state of the world that we live in. So thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I love you all. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video real soon. And of course, I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days.